A years-long drought can devastate communities and ecosystems, but it can also reveal long-forgotten secrets. Here's how one particular drought uncovered a dark medieval message in the Czech Republic. By August 2018, the Elbe River had lost so much water that it revealed hunger stones, monuments to history's most devastating droughts that once lay hidden beneath the waterline. The hunger stones were placed on the banks of the river in antiquity to record low water levels. They were deliberately placed at the lowest water levels so that they would remain hidden beneath the surface during times of normal rainfall and then emerge during times of drought to serve as a warning. They existed to tell the townsfolk that they were doomed, which they had frankly probably already figured out by that point. In practice, they were kinda like a very serious nose thumb from the past. The authors of a 2013 paper on the subject wrote that one stone in particular, simply called Hunger Rock, was, quote, chiseled with the years of hardship and the initials of authors lost to history. The stone noted the years of especially bad droughts, beginning with 1417, then 1616, 1707, 1746, and 1790. In the 1800s, the stone made note of 7 different drought events. But the stone's authors weren't just satisfied with marking the date. They also left messages for future generations. Besides the list of years, the stone has a German engraving that, when translated into English, reads, "If you see me, weep." There are more than a dozen hunger stones in and around the Czech town of Děčín, which is close to the German border. They've become something of a tourist attraction, which is probably not what those suffering people from the past really had in mind. The stones were meant to convey a dire warning to those unlucky enough to witness the sorts of low water levels that once meant widespread suffering. In antiquity, drought not only threatened the harvest, it also made it difficult to travel on the river, which meant that the people living along the banks could no longer make ends meet. One stone in Germany reads, "If you will again see this stone, so you will weep. So shallow the water was in the year 1417. Not all the stones are doom and gloom, though. One in the Czech Republic reads, "Don't cry, girl, don't fret. When it's dry, just spray your field wet." But without modern amenities, it's unclear what tools the people of the time would have used to spray their fields. The reappearance of the hunger stones certainly sends a sinister message, but there are even more ominous things that the receding water is revealing in the Elbe, which is at its lowest level in more than 50 years. Where it flows through Germany, people have uncovered unexploded World War II munitions, including grenades, landmines, and other explosives, which have been corroding beneath the surface for several decades now. Today, drought in Western nations is still awful, but not quite on the same scale it once was. Money and technology can offset much of the impact and can mostly prevent the sort of death and despair that was once the inevitable result of a prolonged drought. But the stones are still a reminder of how devastating drought can be in countries that don't have access to technology or the resources to ride it out with patience and water rationing. And the warming climate means that drought is just going to become more and more commonplace, which ultimately may mean that the sinister warnings of the hunger stones will apply to Western nations too. So pay attention, take short showers, landscape your yard with drought-resistant plants, and maybe stop letting your kids climb all over the hunger stones.
Have they changed your shower?
No, he's doing mine next. They're low flow, you know.
Low flow? Well, I don't like the sound of that.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.